Welcome to Learn Tech Today English. Learn today, understand better, and succeed tomorrow.
Imagine holding the absolute most expensive diamond-encrusted smartphone in the entire world. But it's got zero battery and a completely corrupted operating system. Would that shiny exterior actually matter? Well, welcome to Learn Tech Today English. Today we're breaking down a really powerful mental software update using the famous coffee and the cup analogy. If finding true happiness and finally beating FOMO, that fear of missing out, feels kind of complicated right now, stick around. I promise you it's going to be crystal clear by the end of this explainer. Because think about it, that broken, diamond-encrusted phone, that is exactly how so many of us are living our lives today. We prioritize the outside over the inside. We literally spend all our energy polishing the hardware, making absolutely sure everyone sees how successful and put together we are, while completely neglecting the internal operating system that's actually running the show.
All right, here are the system update packages we're installing today. Number 1, artificial versus real intelligence. 2, the missing syndrome. 3, the coffee in the cup. 4, the wealth threshold. And finally, 5, future-proofing.
So in our hyper-connected world, we're constantly looking at other people's highlight reels, right? And we just feel like we're falling behind. Now, this critical mental update we're installing today comes straight from the profound insights of monk and life coach Gaur Gopal. He explores how a cluttered, anxious mind totally distracts us from the true quality of our lives. We really have to learn to manage this clutter if we want our internal software to run smoothly.
Let's kick things off with Section 1, Artificial versus Real Intelligence. To initialize our first patch, we really need to understand the fundamental difference between programmed responses and actual human consciousness. In his book, Gaur Gopal shares this incredible story of speaking at a conference alongside Sophia, a highly advanced humanoid robot. And while Sophia could deliver these perfect programmed responses to the audience, she didn't actually feel a thing. She has artificial intelligence, sure, but absolutely no emotions. Now we, on the other hand, have real intelligence. We are dynamic, sentient, and capable of experiencing a massive spectrum of true emotions. We aren't robots meant to just perform static routines. Our messy, wonderful emotions are exactly what make us human. But because of social conditioning, we sometimes suppress those feelings and end up acting just like humanoids.
Which brings us to Section 2, the missing syndrome. We need to identify the biggest bug that is currently crashing our operating system. I mean, have you ever opened a social media app just to see what you're missing out on? Social media acts exactly like a dopamine-driven slot machine. Every single time you scroll, it's like pulling the lever, just waiting for an unpredictable reward. And this traps us in this loop of toxic comparisons, where we're constantly counting other people's blessings instead of our own. We see someone else's vacation or their big promotion, and we instantly internalize this belief of inadequacy.
And honestly, Benjamin Disraeli's poem brilliantly illustrates the core issue here. He says, "As a rule, man is a fool. When it's hot, he wants it cool. When it's cool, he wants it hot, always wanting what is not." That perfectly captures what we can call the missing syndrome. You see, our minds are naturally wired to protect us by scanning for what is missing in our environment. But in the modern world, that leaves us permanently dissatisfied if we don't actively regulate it. If we're constantly focusing on what we don't have, it completely steals the joy and value from what we do have. All right, let's dive into Section 3, the coffee and the cup. So the absolutely crucial point here is how we actually fix this system error. And this brings us to a really profound story-based breakdown about a wise university professor and his highly stressed-out alumni. Let's break this down. A group of highly successful alumni visited their old professor, and after catching up, the conversation quickly turned into this fierce competition about who had the biggest problems and the most stress in their lives. To ease the tension, the professor goes to the kitchen and comes back with a large pot of coffee and a huge assortment of cups. Some were cheap plastic, some were plain glass, while others were exquisite crystal and really expensive porcelain. Naturally, all the successful students unconsciously scrambled to grab the most expensive shiny cups, leaving the plain, cheap ones behind.
Once they sat down, the professor dropped a massive truth bomb. He pointed out that they all went for the expensive cups and that this was the very source of their stress. Here is the ultimate mindset shift, guys. The coffee is your actual life. It represents your internal reality, your joy, your peace, your spirituality, your purpose, and your deep relationships. The cup? Well, the cup represents your external facilities. These are your jobs, your money, your material possessions, and your position in society. The professor reminded them that the cup itself doesn't add to the quality of the coffee. It just holds it.
Moving right along to Section 4, the wealth threshold. Let's actually back up this ancient wisdom with some modern scientific data, just to prove that a fancier cup
does not automatically equal a better brew in your day-to-day life. The research here is fascinating. Studies have shown that once your basic amenities are met, which is around the $75,000 income level in the United States, the link between the amount of wealth you acquire and your lasting happiness essentially breaks. So what does this mean for us? It means that once you are secure, a shinier cup won't cure your sadness or fix your stress. Upgrading from a glass cup to a crystal cup changes the container, sure, but the coffee tastes exactly the same. We literally work ourselves to burnout just to upgrade our cup, but we completely forget to actually taste and enjoy the coffee of our own lives.
Finally, we arrive at Section 5, Future-Proofing. Let's see how all of this builds into actionable steps to future-proof your mental well-being against social media burnout and that constant draining comparison. Now, you might be wondering, are there limitations or risks to this mindset? Like, is having a nice cut bad? Absolutely not. It is entirely fine and honestly great to work hard for a nice cup. The risk only arises when the blind pursuit of that shiny exterior makes you completely neglect the rich coffee contained inside. The external facilities should serve your life. They shouldn't become your entire life. You really need to energize your mind to appreciate the brew. To quickly recap this essential software update, here's exactly how you install it in your daily routine. Step 1. Recognize that money and status are just cups. Step 2. Focus intensely on your internal reality, your joy and your peace, because that is the coffee. And step 3. Stop comparing your cup to someone else's highlight reel on social media. By applying this real intelligence update today, you stop agonizing over what others possess. Remember, the cup itself never actually changes the taste of your life. So while you pursue the fine cups in life, never ever forget to enjoy your coffee.
So, I leave you with this question. Are you obsessing over a shiny cup or actually tasting the coffee of your own life? You are the master brewer of your own life, so stop letting a shiny cup distract you from the incredibly rich experience you already hold right in your hands. If you found this explainer helpful and want to keep upgrading your mental and technical software, please hit that like button, share and subscribe to Learn Tech Today English. Don't forget to turn on the bell icon so you never miss our latest AI and tech updates. See you in the next explainer.